Hi everybody, I'm Paul Higgins and welcome alongside defending gold medalists and countless titles throughout the skateboard world, Pierre-Luc Gagnon. And PLG, welcome to the Kia World Extreme Games. Thanks so much for joining us today. We've got 10 great riders that we're going to be talking about on the Skateboard MiniMega final, and one reason why you're not up there as opposed to be sitting in this chair, you're a little hurt right now. Then here's a look at our 10 riders coming in, and some outstanding riders. Around the world, a lot of people will go right to number 9, Andy Macdonald, because he's done so much in the World Extreme Games.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me. There's a lot of new talent out there, you know. Actually, Jimmy Wilkins has never skated MiniMega ramp before. That's his first time skating MiniMega. Andy Max, a veteran, he's going to be doing good today. I know he's got some good runs, and Marcelo Bastos actually made a lot of progress with his skating. So we're going to be seeing a lot from him today.
This is how it breaks down the Skateboard MiniMega final. 10 athletes compete. They'll get 6 runs each, and the highest score wins. It's pretty simple. And this event has gone down several times to the last run of the day.
Here goes UC with the front 3. You know, UC's not skating MiniMega ramp too often, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be going for a frontside 360 to backside air first, and I'm sure he's going to step it up to the 540 later on in the contest if he lands that.
So Wilkins comes in, and he will be the next skater to go in.
So Jimmy's got an awesome style. He's probably one of my favorite up-and-coming skater. You know, I know he's going to be doing 360s over the gap. He's been doing that pretty consistently the past couple days, and I'm not sure if he's going for a 540 on the quarter, but we're about to see.
And here we go, our second skater in. Clears the first.
Just kickflip melon. It's popped out a little bit too far. You know, the MiniMega ramp's different from vert. You're coming out the quarter pipe with a lot more speed, so sometimes it's way harder to control flip tricks. You end up like popping a little bit too hard and landing like pretty far down the quarter pipe.
Nolan Monroe is next, and of course they get 6 runs. The highest score wins, and UC got a 1.33. Wilkins a 35. There we go. That, of course, that score on the left might be corrected there, but Wilkins for his best run, 35. Monroe getting ready to go in. You know, I've gone up there, and it's a MiniMega ramp, but for someone that's never done this, it's still pretty darn
It's still pretty big. The gap's 30 feet long, and Nolan's super fun to watch. He's just one of those guys that goes for it with that big 540. He's just always like pushing, trying to go higher. You know, he also skates the full-size mega ramp, but you know, he's been doing great in practice out here on MiniMega. Too bad he bailed his first 540, but I'm sure he's going to be landing that pretty quick.
PLG, I've often talked about it and commented on your runs hundreds of times, but when you skate contests, is it very important for you to know what the judges are looking for as opposed to just going out there and doing your own thing?
I mean, I think skateboarding's about being creative, original, and definitely doing your own thing, but you need to have some sort of, you know, calculated approach, and sometimes it's better if you plan it out right to where you build up your run from, like, let's say a safe run to a little bit of a harder run later on in the contest, because the judges will always score you higher, you know, down the line versus right off the bat on your first run. So sometimes there's no point pulling your hardest run right there on the first try. You know, I'd rather just like play it safe, you know, get my groove, get my rhythm, and then later on in the contest, then really try to step it up. And my score's going to be better anyways if I do that, you know, in the you know, later runs.
So you're listening from a true professional PLC.
Marcelo, frontside 3, and he's going for the Indy 5. Hasn't been doing that at all in practice, and just nailed it first try, so that's pretty awesome. Marcelo's been, you know, I'd say he had like immigration problems. He was stuck in Brazil for a few years and couldn't come to the States, so that's why we haven't seen him for a few years. But he's been in California for about a year now, and he's made so much progress. It's great to see. You know, I'm really happy for him.
Not a bad place to be stuck in, right? Great scene there too for skateboarding.
Yeah, for sure.
So Rob Lorfus comes in, and
Rob's going with the ollie over the gap, no-handed.
Which is extremely difficult.
Keeping it safe for the Stealthfish, but wasn't quite able to pull it. I know later on after he makes that safe run, I'm pretty sure he's going to be going for the kickflip Stealthfish. But, you know, like I said, most of those guys are just trying to keep it safe and get a decent score on the board and then step it up from there.
And the thing about this Skateboard MiniMega final is that you do get exhausted. I mean, you're skating, but then you got to walk up.
I mean, you got to remember, yeah, it's like you're walking up probably like 4 or 5 stories every run you take. It's 6 runs, and then you're probably practicing for like 2 hours before the actual contest. Danny Mayer had a pretty insane fall in South Africa last year. He was skating on a hurt foot and did the gap, and he was leaning back too much when he went up the quarter and pretty much did a full backflip and landed on his head. He knocked himself out, cut his head really bad. He was out for about five minutes, I'd say. So it was really tough mentally for him to commit to the Skate MiniMega and just actually stay on his board and go and hit the quarter pipe. So right now he's just trying to rebuild confidence and stay on his board.
Well, Marcel is our current leader. Bastos has 75.33. Adam Taylor getting ready to drop in.
Adam Taylor's been doing great in practice. Frontside barrel 3, which is pretty cool. He's going for the backside 5. Super clean. That was a great run from Adam Taylor.
And PLG, that should be the best score of the day so far.
Definitely, without a doubt.
Adam Taylor nailing both ramps, and you got to do both of them. You got to pull off one trick consecutively into the next.
Sure. Well, yeah, that's a great start for Adam Taylor.
Andy Macdonald, we're all familiar with Andy over the years, and of course he has won his fair share of medals and competed alongside you on the deck many, many times.
Yep.
For many more years to come.
Yeah, for sure. Andy's 40 now, and he's not really slowing down. I think he's going to be going off the jump fakie, so he's rolling in backwards, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be going for a fakie 540 over the gap. But I have no clue what he's about to try on the quarter after he lands that.
So he's going in reverse of what he actually would be.
Yeah, fakie 540. Couldn't quite get the grab, but he'll be making that pretty quick. I've seen him do it before.
Do you see Andy's approach to skateboarding change at all over the years, the last couple of years?
I mean, Andy is super consistent. You know, like he always really impresses me with how many runs he can pull and how he can stay on his board. And he's really good under pressure, you know, so that doesn't change. But, you know, you definitely skate everything from vert to bowls to the MiniMega ramp. You know, I think it's awesome that he's 40 years old and still doing it.
Amazing, and he kind of looks like Bob Burnquist, but he's not. Ronaldo Gomez as he drops in.
He looks like a 90s Bob Burnquist.
Yes, he does.
360 all over the gap, and couldn't quite get the grab on the Stealthfish 540. But, you know, it's a pretty cool run.
This is the opening ceremonies of the Kia World Extreme Games. And of course, this is always a great time for the locals to come out and some dignitaries that support this event here in Shanghai, China, representatives from Kia, of course, and the Yangpu district and the local government here in Shanghai, China. FMX guys who put on a great show each and every time they come out to the World Extreme Games here in Shanghai, China. And of course, if you're on the list to get in, it's always fun to be around when they come out and kick off the Kia World Extreme Games, this being the inaugural event. So you gotta enjoy that. Of course, Kia, a proud sponsor of this event. That's the main reason we are back here. Rubia getting ready to go, and he fell in his first run. Let's wish him luck here.
Backside move 3. So that backside 5.
And he pulls it off.
Yeah,
so
that was a nice run.
That will be a good score for him as he nailed both tricks. Rob Orfis getting ready to go.
We got Rob Orfis. Looks like he's gained a few pounds since last time we saw him.
It's all those. it's all those pads he has on.
Stealth fish.
Oh,
staying on.
Yeah,
that was real clean. Nice safe run for Rob. So finally got a full pull and a score on the board.
Ronaldo Gomez getting ready. He fell on his first time, and he has a score of 38.67 because he fell on the second ramp, big quarter.
Yep.
And he's getting ready to drop in. And the wind, there really isn't a bunch of wind going on, which is good.
No, the weather's perfect right now. Perfect backside 360 ollie to a Stealthfish 540.
There you go.
Real nice.
So that will definitely help.
That was a great full pull for Ronnie Gomez.
So Gomez is pretty excited about that because there hasn't been a lot of runs completed. So we have Wilkins getting ready to come in, and he entered this contest because, as we mentioned, Ferris Rahman had to bow out.
I'm surprised that Ferris was in the contest before Jimmy.
Yeah, yeah.
So Jimmy's going for the kickflip melon. Perfect.
So Jimmy makes his run,
yep.
And good for him, Jimmy Wilkins. So we'll see what kind of score he gets out of that.
Oh, he's still in first place anyways.
Yeah, Adam Taylor, 81.33. That could change right here with Andy Mac.
Yeah.
Andy Macdonald has not made a complete run yet. But again, 40 years old, as Pierre mentioned. He's been doing this a long time. I can't believe I've covered him now for 20 years.
Yep.
That's amazing. There he goes. He's going to nail this one.
Oh, perfect 720.
Yep.
So yeah, that's definitely going to put Andy in first place.
So he nails the 720, and it can change just like that. And the crowd acknowledges
Adam Taylor came really close from landing a full pull. That would have probably put him in first place. But, you know, Andy had a great frontside 180 slot varial to 720.
Yep.
And the judges are definitely right on point.
So here we go, and this is UC
frontside 3 to plain method on the quarter, but you know, UC doesn't skate MiniMega too often, and you know, I'm happy he pulled a run.
Well, you know, you mentioned it. There's only one major ramp like this in the United States, and that's on the East Coast.
Yes.
Most of these guys live in the United States.
Yeah, UC actually lives in England. He's from Finland, so
that's even harder.
He comes out, stays with me like a few times a year, and I take him to the private ramp. You know, I have a private ramp with Monster Energy Drink, but it's just a vert ramp. But as far as MiniMega, yeah, the only place of practice is at Woodward Skate Camp on the East Coast.
It's amazing. So Wilkins gets in. He's at 78 right now. We're waiting on
backside 3.
UC score, as it will drop in a second.
And he's going for the kickflip frontside lean air. He was trying that yesterday in practice. Came pretty close, but I haven't seen him made it yet. So that'd be pretty cool if he could pull that today in the contest.
So UC Cahoran gets a 60.33. Wilkins is our next skater. Actually just went, pardon me, now we moved to Monroe.
So hopefully Nolan pulls that big McTwist on the quarter pipe. Can't believe he hasn't made it yet. That should be pretty textbook for him. But he's definitely trying to go big. He's going bigger than anyone else out there.
Just got compressed, huh?
I think he's just hanging up a little bit, so he has to squat to fit it in. And when he gets to the bottom of the transition and is trying to get up, he ends up like falling in the back seat. So he just needs to snap a little bit harder on the takeoff to, lands a little bit further down the transition.
Italo Penarubia, he fell his first time, his second run. He got a 78.33. He's coming off a fall. Let's see what he can do here.
Kickflip Stell 360. That's a pretty awesome trick over the gap. That's one of the best tricks we're going to see today. The only trick that's better than that I've seen today in the contest was Adam Taylor with a varial flip in 3. But that's definitely up there, in the top 2 tricks over the gap as far as today.
Basto 75.33, and this guy can win it in a heartbeat. He's that good.
That's for sure. I know that Marcelo can also do the same trick Adam was doing, the barrel flip in E3 over the gap, but I'm not sure if he's going to go for it right now.
Here we go, Marcelo coming in for the first hit.
Nice. Keeping it safe for the frontside 3. And he's going for my trick, actually. Nollie heel flip Indy 540 on the quarter pipe.
He must hear you.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm not in the contest, so what, now you think it's okay to bite my trick?
Oh, that would be a good way to win, right?
Yeah. I've won like a few MiniMega contests with that trick, so.
There you go. That's the inside information.
He knows if I'd be up there, I would say something about it.
That's great. Rob getting ready to drop in lower fist with a 60.67.
Tail grab backside 360. Coming up short.
He didn't come in faking.
No.
Okay.
No. I don't know. Rob looks kind of like out of it. Like he doesn't really look like on top of his game. Like I don't know. It doesn't look like he's been skating too much. It seems like he's had a couple rough years.
Let's all root for this guy, Danny Mayer, getting ready to go in. As you mentioned it, he's fallen a couple times coming off the big fall in South Africa, so we want to see him hit a run.
Yep, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely cheering for Danny. Want to see him, get that. Did he? No, I don't think he's gotten it yet.
Not yet, nope.
Not yet.
So here we go.
He's going for the quarter, 360 varial. Here we go,
there we go.
Full pull for
Right.
Danny. That was actually a great run. That was a lot better than the, backside method.
That's great, man. That's awesome for Danny Mayer. And Pierre told you the story about him getting hurt, and here he bounces back, and he'll get a much better score than that 21.33.
So yeah, that's definitely a great confidence booster for Danny Mayer.
Yeah, good for him. That's awesome. So Danny Mayer will get a 80, pardon me, they haven't put it in yet, so Taylor is at an 81.33. And Pierre?
Barrel flip in E3.
Nice.
So barrel 5 on the court. No, exactly like I said earlier, he's keeping it safe with the regular backside 5. So that's going to be real close with Andy's run, because he's got a better trick than Andy over the gap, but Andy's got a better trick on the quarter pipe. Usually the quarter pipe's a lot harder to skate than the gap, so judges end up scoring higher if you do a better quarter pipe trick. So we'll see who gets the best score, but I'm not sure if that's going to take it. I think it'll be pretty close.
So Taylor, who's just gone in 81.33, Macdonald. Do you ever take a look at the guy?
So 83, like I'm saying,
there you go.
know, they scored Andy higher because he got the best trick on the quarter pipe, and Adam played it safe on the quarter pipe. But Adam's trick is a million times harder than Andy's trick over the gap. So if Adam can step it up on the quarter pipe, I think he's gonna take the lead. So he just has to go for that varial 5.
So Andy Macdonald does not complete his run there, but still he has an 86.33. We go to our final skater in this run 4, and this is Ronaldo Gomez.
Actually, I'm pretty surprised that Adam played it safe on the quarter, because that would have been a great strategy before Andy pulled the 720, not after.
Both skaters have 2 complete runs.
Frontside 180, and he's going for the 720. A little bit slow, but I still don't think that would beat Andy's run, because Andy still has a better trick over the gap.
Andy Macdonald, your current leader, with an 86.33. Be interesting to see what he does here. Does he play
I'm not too sure what he's going to go for. If I was Andy, I would try to go fakie cab and land fakie over the gap and then go for a 720. I think Andy should stick to the 720 on the quarter, but just step up the level of the trick he does over the gap. But, you know, at this point he's in first place, so he's got nothing to lose.
Andy Macdonald saying hello to, I assume, somebody at home.
So he's going for the 540 over the gap.
Here we go.
And he's going for body barrel 5 on the quarter. To be honest, I don't know why he's wasting his time doing that run, because I don't think that's better than the run he's already pulled. If I was him, I would definitely, I know he could probably do a kickflip 540 on the quarters.
Benarubia, he's fallen a couple times, but he has a 78.33. He is in 3rd place right now.
So yeah, I hope he really pulls that kickflip still 360.
Could change things up right here.
For sure. Perfect grab. Oh, staying on.
There it is. Oh my God. He had it.
That was definitely a pretty wild landing, but he was almost there.
Skateboard X MiniMega final. And Marcelo Bastos will get ready to go in.
Yeah, I can tell Italo was pretty disappointed, because he came so close, landing on his board probably like, I'd say 5 times, and couldn't quite pull the full pull.
$75.33, Marcelo getting ready to drop in on his final run of the competition here in Shanghai, China.
Keeping it safe for the Indy 3, and then going for the barrel flip Indy 5 on the quarter pipe. He's been winning best trick contests on vert with this trick, but you know, it's definitely different on MiniMega ramp. There's a lot more speed, and you know, it takes a while to get used to it. I think the rain's really affected some of these riders, because they weren't able to get that much practice. It's been raining a lot all week, and these guys have only like practiced for a couple hours before the contest. So it really comes down to some of the guys that have more experience on MiniMega ramp, like Andy Mac and Adam Taylor. These guys have been skating MiniMega ramp for years, to where, you know, Marcelo and Jimmy and those guys, they're really new to this.
Orfis will go for his final run, a little speed wobble.
Got it. Heel flip frontsider.
There he goes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How about it? Nails it on his final run.
I'm really happy for Rob, because he really needed that. You know, yeah, he had a tough time this morning in the vert prelims, and yeah, that was a great run for Rob Lorfis.
Good for him. And always nice to see you land it on your last run.
That was real cool. I think the plain 180 is not going to cut it.
So Ronaldo knows that he is the final skater to go, and Andy Mac with that 86.33.
What place is Ronnie in right now?
He is in second.
Second.
No, wait, no, I don't actually.
Adam's in second place.
Yeah,
Adam's in second place.
He is in the bubble right around 3rd.
I think he's in 4th, because Italo's in 3rd place, I would say.
All the scores
so
are
backside ollie 3.
Here we go.
To telegraph 5. I mean, that's a great run, but I definitely don't think it's going to beat Adam or Andy's run. So he might be up there, and might bump it up to the top 3, but definitely not into the top 2 spots.
Be interesting to see how it all breaks down as
Definitely.
they'll do the final tabulation right now. We know for sure that Andy Macdonald has won the gold medal, but nothing is confirmed yet for the silver and bronze. As you can see, the venue area, the athletes, the camaraderie of these guys. And Pierre, you have done this for years, and there is a tiebreaker for the 3rd place that we are getting, and we will have all that for you in just a second.
So the tiebreaker in between Ronnie Gomez and Italo for 3rd place, right?
Yep, that's what we have. So they'll go back in and look at their scores on what they did previously. So a fall here or there could prove to be a big difference.
Do you know if they're breaking the tiebreaker with a 2nd run, or or they're going to go to all 5 judges?
I think it's going to be the 2nd highest score.
Second highest score.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And that's that's a tough one. There's Andy Mac, your gold medalist.
Yeah.
Once again, I lost count on how many times he's won in Shanghai, China, but it's been more than a few times.
For sure.
Andy Macdonald, as we mentioned,
Nice.
is the gold medalist. Adam Taylor in 2nd with the silver, and the Brazilian, Ronaldo Gomez, with the bronze. So that's how it wraps up here at the Skateboard X Mini Mega Final. How about that? And of course, Andy Macdonald's got to be thrilled, and plenty of exciting moments here at the Shanghai Kia World Extreme Games, especially in the Skateboard Mini Mega Ramp.